Well, good evening to all pro wrestling fans of all shapes and sizes from all around the world. Welcome to another Pro Wrestling Talk video brought to you by Blitzball Champ Gaming here on the U to the Tube. I'm your host, Blitzball Champ Jason Ingram. So, a couple of things I want to talk about. Going to talk a little Pro Wrestling Noah, talk about the finals of the Noah Junior Tag League 2025. Gonna also talk a little bit of Pro Wrestling Wave, just a little bit. Gonna talk a little bit of potential future Forbidden Door plans, and I do want to give my review of WWE Elimination Chamber Toronto. Finally got around to watching that earlier today, so wanted to give my review of that. Okay. Pro Wrestling Noah just recently had the Noah Junior Tag League final show. It came down to TWA versus the team of Amaxa and Junta Miyawaki. The match was looking really good. Unfortunately, had an ending that you hate to see how it went down. But so there was a spot later in the match where Amaxa did a somersault senton splash. I believe it was onto Mark True, and Amaxa actually landed across Mark True's head, and pretty much he looked like he was knocked out or even concussed. So the ref checked on him, his partner checked on him, and pretty much the referee stopped the match and awarded the victory to Junta Miyawaki and Amaxa. Kieran Lacey kind of got in Amaxa's face, which I can understand. I mean, it sucks when you see that happen, where the match has to stop because of an injury. Because the match was looking really good, and I really wanted to see these two teams go at it, but it was an unfortunate. It was an unfortunate ending. Referee stoppage after the pretty much you could say botched somersault senton. Yeah, just I mean, don't get me wrong. I like Junta Miyawaki and Amaxa. Y'all know I like Amaxa, but yeah, this was a bummer that it ended this way. And even though they punched their ticket to the GHC Junior Heavyweight Tag Team title shot, it just really sucks to see that the match had to end like that. But it is what it is. But with that being said, Amaxa and Junta Miyawaki have won the Noah Junior Tag League, which means they have earned themselves a GHC Junior Heavyweight Tag Team title shot, which, word is, they will get that title shot at Star Navigation Premium 2025, which takes place, looks like it's going to be March 22nd. So March 22nd. I want to see what the venue is going to be for that. I'm kind of curious to see what the venue for that is. But yeah, that should be good. And there's some other title matches that are being booked for this show. Alejandro is going to get a shot at the GHC Junior Heavyweight Championship that currently Eita holds. And Masakita Miya has a big opportunity as he will take on Ozawa for the GHC Heavyweight Championship, which, you know, I'll go ahead and say it. Unfortunately, Ozawa is now a double champion in Noah, as he was able to defeat Minobu Soya. And, well, he not only retained the GHC Heavyweight Championship, but he ended up winning the GHC National Championship that Minobu Soya had. Not only that, Tadasuke turned on Minobu Soya, left Rattel's, and has joined Team 2000X. What the heck is up with all of these wrestlers joining Team 2000X? It's like, goodness gracious. Like, another one? Another one? I mean, Tetsuya Endo? Odawa? Like, what the heck? What's up with all these Noah wrestlers turning and joining Team 2000X? Wow. Wow. That's crazy. That's crazy. There was somebody else. I couldn't think of the name of it. Somebody else had joined Team 2000X. I forgot who it was, but it was like 3 or 4 people recently have joined Team 2000X. So, but yeah, all that, and yeah, Ozawa's a double champion now. Crazy. But now Tadasuke has joined the crew. Team 2000X. Wow. But, Star Navigation Premium, definitely, I think I am going to plan to check that out. But yeah, it's on March 22nd. Let me actually see what the venue is. Let me see where the venue is. But we know we got 3 title matches. Okay, Corcoran Hall. Alright, it's going to be Corcoran Hall. Nice. And it'll be live streamed, of course, on Wrestle Universe, which I have. But yeah, I do kind of wonder when they're going to do the next Abema pay-per-view. I don't know, but yeah, I think I'm gonna check that out though. Star Navigation Premium, Corcoran Hall. That's Saturday, March 22nd. So, 3 title matches confirmed. Like I said, Masakita Miya will challenge for the GHC Heavyweight Championship. Alejandro, the GHC Junior Heavyweight Championship. And the Noah Junior Tag League winners, Makusa and Junta Miyawaki, will challenge Rattel's Hayata and Yohei for the GHC Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Championships. So, got that to look forward to. So, should be good. Looking forward to checking those out. Should be good. Okay. Gonna talk a little bit of Pro Wrestling Wave. So, recently, Saya Kamitani had a successful defense of the Regina de Wave Championship over Yuma Oka. And then apparently it looks like couple of other things came about. It looks like Shin Sakura Hirota may want a shot at the Regina de Wave Championship, but also Honoka as well. Honoka definitely stepped to Saya Kamitani, so that should be good. That should be really good. Um, let's see. And also, interesting enough, Star Fox. Y'all remember Star Fox from the Goddess of Stardom Tag League last year? Kohaku and Mei Sarah? Well, they will actually be challenging Yuki Miyazaki and Yuko Sakurai for the Wave tag team titles, which... Oh, actually, they did do that already. This was on the same show. I'm sorry. This was on the same show, which, okay. So, Yuki Miyazaki and Yuko Sakurai retained. But the big news that came out of this is Yuki Miyazaki has announced her retirement. And that she will retire on January 1st, New Year's Day, 2026. That's right. She's going to retire. And usually, Pro Wrestling Wave does a New Year's Day show. They usually do a New Year's Day show. But yeah, I think they call it New Year Wave or something like that. But yeah, Yuki Miyazaki is going to be retiring. That will be her retirement day. And of course, this was somebody that was a former Regina de Wave champion, which was who Saya Kamatani dethroned after she won the Catch the Wave tournament last year. So, yeah. Dang, so that's another one that's going to be retiring within less than a year. I mean, we already know Nanae Takahashi is going to be retiring this year. Meiko Satomura. Hikari Shimizu is eventually coming up. She's going to be retiring soon. She's going to do, I think, 1 or 2 more Colors shows, and then that last one late, I want to say it was March 16th or something like that. She'll retire. So, yeah, a couple of names. Hiroshi Tanahashi will retire beginning of next year. Wrestle Kingdom 20 will be his last. So, yeah, we got a handful of people. John Cena, which, I'll get to in a moment. He's on his retirement tour. So, got a lot of names that are going to be retiring within a year or less. So, add Yuki Miyazaki to the list. So, yeah. But just wanted to get that out of the way. Also, word is, and this is in regards to potential matchup for Forbidden Door, which I believe Forbidden Door will be in London, I believe. So, word is that Katsuyori Shibata wants to face the winner between Hiroshi Tanahashi and Hiroki Goto from the upcoming New Japan 53rd anniversary show, which is this coming week. Shibata wants to face the winner at Forbidden Door for the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship. So, with that being said, it would be a pretty big deal if we got Hiroki Goto Shibata at Forbidden Door for the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship. I think that'd be really cool. I think that would be really, really awesome. Especially considering the history Shibata and Goto have. Like, I think that would be really cool. I'd be totally down for that. Sign me up for that. Hopefully it works out. But Goto's got to get through Tanahashi this coming, I think it's Thursday. Yeah, so he's going to have to get through Tanahashi first, which I believe he will. Not only that, don't forget, the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship will also be defended at Windy City Riot as well as Resurgence in the States. So it's another thing to keep in mind. Okay. Now let's get to the main event. Let me get my graphics ready. The main event, WWE Elimination Chamber Toronto, which took place yesterday, March 1st, at the Rogers Centre in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. There were only 4 matches. But yeah, let's hop right on into it. This is, yeah. Hope y'all are ready, because I'm a really go into it. I'm a really go into this. Okay. All right. They started off this show with the women's Elimination Chamber. So the women's Elimination Chamber, we had Liv Morgan versus Bianca Belair versus Roxanne Perez versus Alexa Bliss versus Bayley versus Naomi. Okay. So the match started with Bayley, Roxanne, Bianca, and Alexa Bliss in pods. So the 2 ladies that were to start the match, Liv Morgan and Naomi. Now, I had a really big issue with this match, especially with this first part. Now, all the ladies are in the chamber, with 4 of them locked in pods, the other 2 in the ring, but everybody is in the chamber. And the bell rung. So it's perfectly normal to assume that everybody's locked in at that moment, because that would have to be the whole point, especially when the bell rang. A couple of seconds after the bell rang, Jade Cargill's music hits. She walks into the ring, which, like I said, already mistake number 1 there was that the chamber was even open for her to just waltz in there, which made no sense. Gets inside, pretends to walk over like she's getting ready to attack Liv Morgan, and she ends up attacking and beating down Naomi. She beats the mess out of Naomi to the point where Naomi can't continue, and therefore she's eliminated by default because she can't continue. Jade just walks out. Bianca's crying and screaming from inside the pod because she's having to watch everything that's going on. Here's my problem with this. Like, how does the way... I'm not upset that the turn happened or that the return happened. It was how they did it. Like, why did y'all wait for her to just come down and just walk into the chamber after the bell rang? Like, that made no sense. That made no sense at all. You know, it's funny that when the men's chamber happened and the bell rang, the chamber was closed and everybody was locked in. But why not with this one? So already, that didn't make any sense. They could have easily done something like, since Naomi was the last one to enter the chamber, they could have just had Jade come out and attack her from behind. They could have had her come out and attack her from behind. Or, better yet, when Naomi got midway during her entrance, maybe cue in Jade's music. They come out. They meet halfway. They go into the chamber, looking like they're going to team up and take out Liv. And then Jade attacks Naomi from behind. They could have done that. Like one of those two ways they could have done this with this return. But just it's the logic. It's the logic that doesn't make sense with how they did this. With Jade just walking into the ring after the bell already rang and then doing the attack. It made no sense. It really made no sense the way they did it. As far as the match itself, I mean the match was all right. Bianca Belair came out of the first pod. Then it was Roxanne Perez. Then it was Bayley, and then Alexa Bliss was last. I mean, for the most part, the action was cool. It was great. So order of elimination, of course, Naomi was the first eliminated because of Jade Cargill couldn't continue. Then Liv Morgan eliminates Bayley after an Oblivion. Then Alexa Bliss, which she had a good showing. She had a good showing in this match. Eliminated Roxanne Perez after hitting the Twisted Bliss. Then Liv Morgan pinned Alexa Bliss with a jackknife pin after she took advantage after Alexa dropped Bianca with a Sister Abigail. So, Liv was able to get 2 eliminations in this match. Did not expect that. I was thinking Roxanne was going to eliminate Bayley, but... or the other way around, But when it came down to it, the final 2 were Liv Morgan and Bianca Belair. And, they went back and forth. Bianca took a couple of code breakers throughout this match. Definitely saw the code breaker a lot in this match. But when it came down to it, Bianca Belair was able to maintain her focus and eventually put away Liv Morgan with a KOD. And Bianca Belair wins the Women's Elimination Chamber. So despite all that went down, Bianca still wins the Elimination Chamber. And of course, as she walked back up the ramp to celebrate, out comes Rhea Ripley, out comes Io Sky. And they have a face-off. So a couple of things with this. One, you would think it would be tough for Bianca to really focus after seeing Naomi get taken out by Jade Cargill. But if you ask me, I think in all of this, I think it's going to be revealed that Bianca's the main heel behind this. And I think this is all going to be an angle to get her back into WrestleMania. That's what I think. I think she's going to be the main one revealed as the one who orchestrated taking out Jade. And if not that, just being the main heel. But we'll see. And then, of course, tomorrow night on Monday Night Raw, Io Sky versus Rhea Ripley for the title. And like I said, as much as I hate to admit it, I got a bad feeling that some sort of shenanigans is going to happen that's going to disrupt the match, end in a DQ or whatnot, and then it's going to get booked as a triple threat at WrestleMania. For all the EO Sky fans to rejoice. I'm an EO Sky fan as well, but her getting the opportunity like this, you know, if this does go down like that, really just, it's insulting. Because let's keep it real, y'all. Like, when you think about it, she didn't even earn the title shot on Raw. She didn't even earn that title shot. Rhea gave it to her. She didn't even earn it. Like, I wish, don't get me wrong, I like EO Sky just like all the other EO Sky fans, but y'all got to understand and also keep in mind, like, put the fandom aside just for a moment. Put the fandom aside and look at the picture of this. EO hasn't earned this title shot. She hasn't even earned the one on Raw. Like, come on now. If we're, let's be reasonable and fair across the board. That's all I'm asking. She didn't win the Royal Rumble. She didn't qualify for the Elimination Chamber. And this title shot that she's getting on Raw, she didn't even earn. Rhea gave it to her. Just up and gave it to her. So it's like, come on now, y'all. I know y'all desperately want EO Sky to be at WrestleMania and to become champion and whatnot. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, but at any cost? At absolutely any cost? Even with it being potentially another triple threat match? It's like, come on, y'all. I thought this was supposed to be EO Sky, EO Shirai. I thought this was supposed to be one of the best in the world. But yet can't get booked to win a singles title in a singles match in WWE? Come on now, let's keep it real. Let's keep it real. Like I said, I'm a big fan of hers too. But let's keep it real. Y'all are getting desperate. Y'all are getting desperate. Just for the sake of her being at WrestleMania and just winning the title at WrestleMania. Just at any and all costs and not really understanding the situation. Like, I mean, if that's how you feel, that's how you feel. It's just, I think it's ridiculous. Just desperately, at any cost, for her to just be in WrestleMania for a title shot that she didn't even earn. Didn't even earn. Didn't even deserve, didn't earn. Just keeping it real. Say what you want about her. Like I said, excellent wrestler. I would have loved for her to have won the Royal Rumble or gotten into the Elimination Chamber and won. Absolutely. I would have cheered her on. But let's face it, y'all, she didn't earn it. Y'all want her to have this title shot at WrestleMania. She didn't earn it. Period. End of story. Even this title shot on Raw didn't earn it. Was handed to her. Come on now, let's be reasonable. We can be fans and cheer our favorites and all, but let's at least be reasonable. Fandom aside, just push the fandom aside just for a moment and just look at the logical picture. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm asking. But we'll see what happens. Okay. Let's move on to the next match. Continuing on with the ladies. We had a tag team match where we had the team of Trish Stratus and Tiffany Stratton taking on the team of Nia Jax and Candice LeRae. The match was okay. I'm happy for Trish. She had some good offense, some good spots in this match. Did a really nice Avalanche Stratus faction. That was pretty cool. But Trish did a little something. I mean, I'm happy for her to have the opportunity to wrestle in her home and in front of her family. That's cool. That's cool. Well played. The match itself was okay. I'm not gonna say it was excellent. I'm not gonna say it was trash, but it was all right. It was kind of a little bit of a wonky finish, especially with Tiffy trying to get Trish out of the ring. I guess she was going to use that corner to hit the PME, but she ended up moving to a different corner. But yeah, Tiffany Stratton was able to pick up the victory for her team, hitting the prettiest moonsault ever on Nia Jax. Tiffy and Trishy celebrated together. But yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm happy for Trish Stratus. I've met Trish Stratus, so I'm happy for her that she got this opportunity to perform on another WWE PLE in her hometown in front of her family. I'm happy for her. Regardless of how the match went, I'm happy for her. But like I said, the match itself could have been better, could have been worse, but I'm happy for Trish. As somebody that I got a chance to meet and attended a Q&A with, I'm happy for Trish. And I don't know how much more she's going to wrestle. I mean, I don't know if it's just a one-off or just a every once in a blue moon, but I mean, I don't know. But I thought she did all right. Okay, let's go to our next match. Here we go. Alrighty. We had ourselves an unsanctioned match between Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. I'll say this. The match, was hard-hitting, was brutal. I felt like it told a good story, especially with how both these guys were beating the mess out of each other and just really went back and forth on the offense. A lot of great spots, tables, chairs, even a barbed wire wrapped steel chair. But there was one big major problem that really made this match look weak. Where the heck was the blood? Not a single drop of blood in this unsanctioned match, which the ref had gloves on and didn't even have a referee shirt. Tables, chairs, announce tables, barbed wire wrap chairs, even a hockey stick. And no blood? Not even a drop? Yeah, no. That I'm sorry, but that made this match look kind of weak. Made it look kind of weak. All those spots and not an ounce of blood? Nah, that didn't look right. Went back and forth. Sami Zayn, had a lot of heart and tried to hold on. Both hit their finishers and whatnot. Referee got taken out. Charles Robinson came down, attempted to make a 3 count. Sami kicked out at 2. KO took out Charles Robinson. Had to get a third ref. But, yeah. Then near the end, KO pretty much brutalized Sami Zayn. hit him with 2 apron power bombs, and threw him in the ring, made the cover to finally end it. And Kevin Owens defeats Sami Zayn. Security and some of the other folks came in and tried to, get Kevin Owens to stop. That's enough. Randy Orton's music hits. Randy Orton has returned. Pretty much comes in, attacks Kevin Owens, drops him with a RKO, gets into position to punt his head off. Something we haven't seen Randy Orton do in a while is the punt kick. But as he was getting ready to do it, security came in and held him back. And then all of a sudden, he just started dropping every one of the security with RKOs. Left, right, north, south, east, west. RKO for you, RKO for you, RKO for you. And just laid them all out with RKOs. I think he hit 5 or 6 RKOs, something like that. But Randy Orton's back, so that's good. It's good to see that he's back. Of course, he wants revenge on Kevin Owens, so we'll see how the story continues. And then the main event came down to the second Elimination Chamber match, which featured the men. So, Drew McIntyre, John Cena, CM Punk, Logan Paul, Seth Freakin Rollins, and Damian Priest. Okay, overall, this was my favorite match of the card, which is how everything went. The action was really good. Action was really, really good. So, Damian Priest, CM Punk, John Cena, Logan Paul were in the 4 pods. So the match actually started off with Seth Rollins and Drew McIntyre. Go figure. Go figure. But yeah, overall, I thought the action was good. I thought the action was really good. Really didn't have any complaints with the action. But yeah, order of the pods opening, it was Damian Priest, then John Cena, then Logan Paul, and then CM Punk, I believe. CM Punk was last. But yeah, definitely enjoyed the action all around. When John Cena entered in, he just went on a rampage to start off, hitting a couple of AAs, a couple of shoulder tackles. He was rolling. He was actually rolling. Let's see. Even had some segments between CM Punk and John Cena, and even John Cena and Seth Rollins. I mean, it was pretty loaded. But order of eliminations, Damian Priest rolls up Drew McIntyre with a crucifix pin, and Drew McIntyre is the first one eliminated. Actually, it's kind of sad that he got eliminated, be it from just a roll-up pin. But Drew hit Cena with a Claymore, and then Damian took advantage. But yeah, of course, Drew was pretty angry and whatnot. But yeah, it was just really sad to see Drew rolled up like that. But he was the first one eliminated. Now this was a pretty big deal. Logan Paul eliminated Damian Priest after a frog splash from one of the top of the pods. That I did not expect. But impressive way to get the elimination. So hey, I don't even like Logan Paul, but hey, I'll give him credit on that one. Good spot. CM Punk gets a shade of revenge on Logan Paul. Eliminated him after hitting a GTS. And then, Seth Rollins, he took his elimination. He took quite the beating, as actually CM Punk eliminated Seth Rollins after pretty much a GTS and an attitude adjustment combo, involving CM Punk and John Cena. So when it all came down to it, the final two were CM Punk and John Cena. And they even had a moment during the match where they hugged each other, and then before they started brawling. Which, I can appreciate that moment because, CM Punk and John Cena have had history. And of course, this is Cena's final year. So I can understand that gesture. So that was pretty cool. But they brought it out, went back and forth. They traded GTS, they traded AAs, and it was just back and forth. Like, the action was great. The action was great. Key moment though was Seth Rollins interfering, hitting the curb stomp on CM Punk. Then Cena put him in the STFU, the submission. And even though CM Punk didn't tap, he ended up passing out. So the referee called it. And John Cena wins the Elimination Chamber, which means he ties Triple H all time for number of Elimination Chamber victories with 4. Him and Triple H are tied at 4. But yeah, John Cena wins, celebrates. Cody Rhodes comes out to pretty much celebrate with them and, point at the sign and everything. Then, all of a sudden, The Rock's music cues. Travis Scott comes out first, and then The Rock comes out. They both join the other two in the ring. The Rock is there. He's like, here, ready to hear your answer. I'm going to open up my arms, and you'll hug me, and we'll do this. And if not, if you decline, the dream ends here. And of course, Cody Rhodes, like the people's champ that he is, not only said that his soul belongs to the ring and to the fans, but he told The Rock to go F himself. And they did not bleep it out. Yeah, they did not bleep it out. And of course Cena was like celebrating the response and everything, and Travis Scott is like putting sage all around him, or burning sage and all that. So John Cena handshakes, hugs Cody Rhodes, and all of a sudden looks at The Rock. His whole face, his demeanor changes, and The Rock gives the signal. And then Cena, with the low blow, the kick to the Nightmare Family Jewels, and just starts beating up on Cody Rhodes. And ladies and gentlemen, for the first time in over 20 years, because it's been forever, for one final time, the legendary John Cena has turned heel and has sold himself to The Rock. And of course, they beat down Cody Rhodes. The Rock whips him with that Cody Soul belt. And they leave him in the ring, bloodied up. Cena did pick up the title, held up the title for a moment. And yeah, Travis Scott, The Rock, John Cena walk out of the chamber together, make their way back up. And even during the press conference, John Cena comes in, sits down, adjusts his mic, takes it, drops it, and leaves. Whew. I have to say, for this being Cena's retirement tour, that's one way to make it memorable. That's a big moment to make it memorable. I gotta give him props. That was nice. That was nice. We finally, in over 20 years, have gotten heel John Cena. Many hearts have been broken. But you know what? If he's going to have a final run in the WWE, they gonna make it count. They gonna make it count. And sure enough, with his victory, he will face Cody Rhodes for the title at WrestleMania in Vegas. Whew. So, overall, the show was but big moment like that with a great ending, I'm cool with. I'm cool with that ending. That was a nice, big, impactful surprise at the end with John Cena turning heel. I can dig that. But yeah. So with that being said, it is pretty much smooth sailing to WrestleMania 41. And of course, you know, WrestleMania weekend, they're going to do NXT Stand and Deliver, as well as WrestleMania 41. So, 3 shows, because remember, WrestleMania 41 is two shows. But yeah. And then, like I said, on Monday Night Raw, we're going to find out what happens with the Women's Championship with Rhea Ripley and Io Sky. Which, you know, historically, Rhea has not been able to beat Io one-on-one. They did mention that. Rhea's been able to defeat Asuka one-on-one, but she hasn't been able to defeat Io one-on-one just yet, so we'll see how it goes. We will see how it goes. But that'll do it for this video. You know, got quite a bit to look forward to. Just with this week coming up, you know, with the first full week of March, we got the New Japan Pro Wrestling 53rd Anniversary show, which I will do a separate video previewing that. We got the... Oh yeah, that's right. This coming weekend, we got the start of both New Japan Cup and Cinderella Tournament. Whew. Man, that's going to be crazy. Because the New Japan Cup starts Friday, March 7th. And the Cinderella Tournament starts Saturday, March 8th. And then, oh shoot, you got AEW Revolution. That's Sunday, March 9th. Oh, so this upcoming weekend is going to be a crazy weekend for pro wrestling. So, yeah. But, should be good. Should be really good. But anyway, that'll do it for this video. Let me know what y'all's thoughts are on Junta Miyawaki Amakusa winning the Noah Junior Tag League. How do y'all feel about Tadasuke turning on Rattels and joining Team 2000X? How do y'all feel about Ozawa now a double champion in Pro Wrestling Noah. What are your thoughts on Yuki Miyazaki announcing that she will be retiring January 1st of 2026? Saya Kamatani with a successful defense of the Regina de Wave Championship. Looks like she's got competitors like Shin Sakura Hirota and Honoka gunning for her title. Let me know what y'all's thoughts were on WWE Elimination Chamber. What did you think of the outcomes? How do y'all feel about the John Cena heel turn? Let me know your thoughts. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell while you're at it. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video. For another Pro Wrestling Talk video brought to you by Blitzball Champ Gaming here on the U to the Tube. My name is Blitzball Champ Jason Ingram. Hope everybody has a blessed rest of the evening and day tomorrow. And I'll see y'all in the next video and our live stream. Later.